Go family, how you doing? Grand rising to you all. Love and peace to each and every one of you. And thank you again for passing by, for coming back. If you are new here, my name is Sissy, Sissy. I talk about African spirituality, not religion, spirituality. What is deep within your soul, deep within you, that you know is your part, or you have been searching for. You are afraid to voice your to let your voice out. On this channel, we are free to talk about it, and we support each other in our spiritual journey. My name, I've already said that. I'm from Ghana, but I'm in France. I live in France, so I intend to mix English and French. So if there's a word that comes up and you don't understand, please leave in the comment section and I will give you explanation. Or if you have any question, that a subject that you would like for me to answer, please, you can follow me on Instagram. You can leave it here on YouTube, or you can follow me on Instagram and DM me there. I will leave everything in the description box. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, as we always do every week, we do our little chit chat. So let's talk. This week, I have my note here, and this week we are going to talk about the loneliness in taking this path, African spirituality, the stigmatization. Wow, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm letting it. Not the stigma that comes with it. No. Let's calm down. I'm good. Let's talk. Okay. So I'm going to explain a little bit for those who don't know, and also it varies from each country, each culture. I'm from Ghana, Akan, and the Ashanti tribe, and we call it akooooo, like akooooo, anything. For those who don't know, you can find the popular one that you can find is akooooo anoche. I will leave a link, yeah, so you can know more about it, and or you can ask me and I will directly do a video about it. So, what is it? How can I put this? It's not, you can, those deities or energies, gods, you can go for them, but there's the natural way, or the traditional way, is that they come to you, they call you, and in Ghana, or in the Ashanti tribe, each family or each tribe have their own something in the family, their gods in the family. And there is one in my family, my mother's side. And some years ago, I started having some visions, some dreams about it, and it was never. At that time, I was a Jehovah's Witness. Okay, so I didn't give any importance to it, and my mind was not even there to start with. So for time, as time goes on, from 2018, I would say it started around 2018. And I never thought it would be that. To start, I never thought it would be that. Because for me, I believe in Jesus. I pray to God through Jesus. I was doing, for me, everything in my possible, as a Christian. But from 2019, it became stronger and stronger. So I was doing my research, find some quotation, Bible quotation to overcome it, to understand. And for me, it was hard to talk about it. It was very, it's not, like I didn't know who to talk to at that time. So I let it go. And it was not something like every day, sometimes you can have visions, we can, medium where you can see the other realm, you can, the third eye was opening, a lot of things was happening. And as someone who have never experienced that before, I thought I was sick. I thought I was maybe, it was an illusion, comment on dit? I forgot the word. If I find it, I will put it inside. Okay. But I didn't know what was going on. I was scared. Really scared. Because let's put it this way. You are, everything is good. You are good. You are doing everything normal. Your normal, usual stuff. And suddenly you start having visions. You can hear things, you can see things, and from childhood, I have always been a clairsentient. I can feel it so strongly from childhood. But it was never something, like I didn't even know there was a name, clairsentient, for it. So I started making some research to know, and one day in 2020, 23rd of January 2020, I had a dream. And after this dream, everything was clear to me. Everything was here. But as usual, I refuse to see it, so I'm not seeing it. And from that dream, after 23rd January 2021, it became strong and stronger. And it was time. I thought I needed a medical assistant, because nature could speak to me. I could feel everything around me, like I was feeling everything, and that was, for me, that was sick. That was scary. I was scared. So, and as the dream continued, it was urging me to return to Ghana. It was urging me to go back home, and specifically to my mother hometown. And okay, Corona happened at the same time. and it became really stronger. And as I was feeling everything around me, and my job, I work with children, so I was feeling each and every child energy. It was really tired. I was tired at certain points. So one time I consulted one akooooo, I will use this term, a priest who is in Ghana. I called him and I told him, I didn't tell him what was going on, but I just asked him if he does, how can I call it? I don't know. Yeah, there's a name, but my vocabulary in English is not very large, so you pardon me. It's more about to research about who I am, my past, my present, and the future, not to look into destiny. And for me, I was looking for a specific answer that he would tell me this is what is happening or that is what is happening. So I paid a consultation fee or everything, and I think less than a week I called him back if he have made it and what was going on, if you have seen something. And he told me I have strong spirit, I have strong energy, that I'm good, there's nothing to worry about. Okay. But for me, in my head, I wanted a specific answer, something whether to confirm what I know or what I believe was happening to me. I didn't get that answer, and at the same time, I was stopping attending, the Jehovah's Witness. I was stopping associate myself with them. And a lot of things happen in my congregation, and a lot of things happened that I was not happy about it, and that's for another topic. So I wrote the letter, I did everything. I cried my eyes out. I was really down because for many years, they are my family. They when you are in everything, everyone around you is a witness. So the loneliness of being alone, that's the hardest thing. Yeah. And I cried a lot. That period, I cried a lot. I was really sad, but there are people who were really nice to me. There are people who genuinely love me and in their own ways wanted the best for me. But I know what I want, and I know what is the best for me and what is urging me. So through that period, I was talking to this akooooo, this priest, and he taught me. I already have a small altar for my father. I have my dad passed away when I was 10 years old, so I have a picture of my dad on that altar. So he told me how to do it, to specific things that needed to be putting on, and also of course I did my own thing by putting my dad's picture on, writing names of some disease ones that I know, or those that were coming to my dream, those that if I even pronounce their name now, like they will come in to talk to me. and those who have been my guide since I was born that I was never aware of. So I put their name because I haven't been able to go back to home in Ghana, so I haven't have their picture yet. So I wrote down their name on the altar, and I'm still in contact with the priest, but I wasn't getting the answer that I needed, and it was becoming more it was uncomfortable and to live with it, because for instance I can wake up in the morning and I won't feel like doing anything. I just sit down calm, meditate, the message was dropping in. But the thing is, I need to go to work. I needed to go to work. So at point when I was out, I was seeing things like energies, some I was having some visions, things that the person next to me were not able to see, but I was able to see. And sometimes they will try to have a conversation with you, but you are outside. And I didn't know how to deal with all those things. And this priest, I don't know the reason. I don't know him anywhere. I haven't met him physically, but I sincerely like him. Like I can feel his energy. So there was, time goes by. This was around October, November 2020. So with all the Jehovah Witness things that was going on, I was talking to him. So at that time, I didn't had the answer that I was searching for about my destiny, who I was, who I am, who I was, who I am, and who I will be. I didn't get the answer, but we were always on the phone talking. He would always encourage me to step into my power, to follow my lead, to be who I am. And I sincerely, really, really appreciate him for that. But as I was saying, the dreams, the visions, the presence, everything keep happening again. And I wasn't having that answer. So one day, I had another dream. And the thing is, when I was having dreams, I would tell him for him to explain to me. Sorry, what the dream meant. And of course, some dreams, his answers were accurate, but some, and that's the thing, when you are explaining your dream to someone, you have to put the energy, how you felt in that dream, how everything, the energy was, how the energy was. So as I said, it was happening, and to a point when the priest would call me, deep within, I was scared. I didn't know what was the reason. I was scared, like my heart would beat faster, and I started missing his calls. Not because I intentionally didn't want to pick, but for example, it will ring the phone. My phone is always on vibration to start, but sometimes he will call, I will not hear it, or he will call when I'm at work. So we were always missing each other. And I had a dream where the deities, the gods that had married me, he came in, not him, But he came in and I was told to trust myself, to trust my journey, to trust everything, and stop doubting myself. I was stepping into another circle, another chapter of my life, of the destiny, what I'm supposed to do on this planet Earth, my purpose of coming on this earth. And I have done this before, so I should just calm down, trust myself, and understand my dreams myself. And whenever I didn't have a understanding, I could just say I didn't have a understanding. I didn't understand here this part, and I'll receive it, or I can use other tools like the tarot, the in us. I don't know how to call this one. If someone have a name in English, let me remove and show you. This we use for divination. We use it for divination. I don't know the name for it in English. I'm trying to capture it. Yeah, like this. And they told, they instructed me to get some, and I didn't even know where to get it because it was never my thing, but I was able to find it. And I will use some tools to get the answers that I needed, and I didn't need to consult anyone else except for specific things, and they can direct you to a specific person to get that answer from it. And also to so when I stopped telling him my dream, everything, I was getting information myself. I was able to calm myself down and to deal with everything that was going on. I was able to control my the energies that were around me. I was able to protect my energy from others, and to protect my space so that not everything can penetrate, So I told my family about it, and my family, we are mostly like most Ghana, we are Christians. And the response, I would say it's 50-50. Those who were ready to step in there, to support me, because they know I was not lying, or I wasn't exaggerating what I was saying or what was happening to me. And there were those who were just keep praying, it will go. Keep calling upon Jesus, all this satanic thing. Don't let yourself be used by Satan. It's demoniac, all that. I hate everything. But when something is wrong, when something is satanic, when something is demoniac, I don't know how to say that. And when something is not, also. And for me, no matter how the answers was going to be, their response was going to be, it was done. Like, I knew I need to take this part. I knew I'm going this way. I knew this is my calling, if you can put it that way. Because I've always been a light worker. I have always been for those who have known me from childhood, You know, like people have always noticed that around me, except me. I was not aware. But since everything keep happening, that have put 1 + 1 together, you know, associating something, some signs that, so things have been there for quite a long time. But hey, it's never late, you know. And one of the thing that I was told that for me, the calling start at the age of 30. For them, at the age of 30, I'm grown to step into that power, to step into that authority, not authority, but leadership, to be the high priestess, to be the voice for my ancestors, to be led by my ancestors, my yeah. Whenever I'm talking, they would drop in. Yeah, to connect with my my source, who I am, you know. And for those who believe in past life, whether you believe it or not, it's there. It's true. And I have been on this earth for a couple of times, and for right now that I'm talking, what I know is 2 times of them I was a spiritual worker. So this is the 3rd time that I need to take this path. So what I need to learn in this spiritual journey, what I can share with it, and also to guide and to encourage anyone who is who want to know who they are, who their ancestors are. You know, for instance, if we take the Yoruba, you know, the Nigeria, you know, the Orishas, it's similar, just that it's on different names and circumstances. You know, the stories are different, but at the same time, it's kind of the same. So yeah, so that's how far I am on the journey. So now I communicate with them. I don't hide myself anymore. I am supported by my loved ones. Some of them said it. I always say this, that I'm always encouraged by myself, by my ancestors, and by my mother. And I know my siblings or some family members that are not in support. I know they send me their well wish. They send me their prayers, and I'm grateful. Sincerely, I'm grateful for every one of them. But this is me. This is me. There are a lot of things to be learned, and first, I need to go to Ghana to be initiated. You know, it like everything I've started. Like, you can do this, you can do that. You know, on my own, and you know, the spirits, they are guiding me. They are helping me a lot these days. But there are things that traditionally you need to learn, and before it was like 2 years training, but now, thanks to Otumfo, you know, the king of Ashanti, you know, the Asante Hine Otumfo Setutu the second. Thanks to him, now it's maximum 6 months. So whew. I'm happy about that. And also there are a lot of things that even the spirit, because there are different deities that comes in. So some will teach you how to dance, some will teach you how to sing, some will teach you how to dress. Like today, I need to go white, and I always have to shake my bracelet. There are some days they will come with a specific dress, a specific colors, and the way I should talk, the way I walk, the way I can communicate with the energies that comes around. Because, for example, a spirit can come in for me to deliver a message to another person. So right now they put a filter, so not all energies can come in, and also how I can protect myself not to get involved with certain energies. So yeah, that is the journey, and the loneliness of it all come with the judgmental mentality that goes with it. People judge you, people not judge, condemn, like you are the devil itself. You are like you are a satanic Satan worshipper. You are the bad person, yeah. And that really it hurt, but at the same time it helps you, it shapes you for you to know who you can truly talk to. And sometimes there are some people you can talk to. Like, I have a brother, and I know he's a Christian. He's a SDA, the 7 days Adventist. And I know that deep within him, he is not in support. And I've had a health issue for a long time. So he's worried, like, what's going to happen to you? No. But he's always open to hear what I have to say. He does not doubt what I'm seeing or what is coming true. He does not doubt it. He does not judge when I speak to him. That's what I feel. But there are some, not even in my siblings, but outsiders that like will call you to know what is going on, and they will talk, or they will as if they know everything and they know who you are. And maybe I was the same person. I was the same, maybe I had the same mentality. Because like now I am more open-minded, and now I always say I hear and see things through their eyes, through their visions. So I'm able to discern things. I am able to feel the person energy when they are speaking. I am more straightforward. Okay, I've always been straightforward. I have always been a straightforward person. But I'm more, how do we say, honest, and that hurt others. That hurt others. I've always been straightforward, honest, but always, sometimes you need to cover things. But since I started having more confidence, and I can boastfully say this, that since 2017, I have been working on my self-confidence, like every day, every second that I breathe. I have been working on that. And the more the more time goes by, I become more and more confident, and that really hurt others. Like, first, when they want you to accept everything they believe or they say, you have to always go by a certain rules. You have to like, when you don't confirm, when you don't go by what they're expecting you to be, and mostly under them, then now, for example, I get a lot of comment like, yeah, you should have stayed more Jehovah's Witness, you should have been more Christian, because now you are more outspoken. Excuse me? Yeah, you are being more arrogant nowadays. You have changed. No, I have always been like this. Just that you never took the time to know me. And someone, I heard this comment, it was so funny. He said, I love your personality. And I said, oh, really? I got a lot of them. A lot of them. And if you want me to change, I can switch your energy to give you the same energy. You talk nice, I speak nice. If you're a music lover, we'll go that way. If you are a poetry person, I will go that way. So it's not because, like, I haven't changed, just that I'm more outspoken, I'm more in my element. I've always loved writing poetry, but I was not put it out there. You know, I have a lot of diaries, you know, for years that are full with poetries, you know, poems that I've been writing for years. But now I started putting some on Instagram. I started speaking about it. And just to say that when you step in your path, when you are on your life purpose, there are certain things that you know that you don't need to accept. You know that it's not serving you anymore. So it's time you let it go. And most of them, they go by themselves. You don't need to suck anyone. You don't need to be but they will go themselves. You just have to compose yourself. Be elegant as possible as you can, in order to be well-mannered, polite to others. And one thing is, when you are in spirituality, it's not about arguing who is right, who is this, who is that. Because most of the time people will send you Bible verses to tell you that what you are doing is wrong. If we go into who wrote the Bible and what some parts of the Bible is not even in the Bible, and that the Bible have different versions, it will be a debate. And that is not, when you are following the African spirituality, it's not about debating. If your soul is not calling you to go that path, if your inner self, your intuition, your highest divine self is not there, then it's not for you. And please, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, you follow the Buddhist philosophy, whatever belief system that you followed, that you are. As my Yoruba people will say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Blessings to you. Be the best human being you can, each and every day of your life. Be nice to everyone, from color, from race, from status in life, from beliefs, anyone. Be nice with everyone. Because the thing is, when people come to consultation, it can be white, it can be black, it can be blue, it can be yellow, it can be... Okay, blue does not exist. Any human being can get answers. Even when they are not from Africa, they get the answers that they are looking for. They will be guided. And that also helped me to come in conclusion that, for example, when someone wants to know their destiny or their orisha, the gods that protect them, whether they are white, black, yellow, what, the spirit give answers. And for some, it just came in. Some Angel Gable came in, and for that person, Ogun who came in. For that person, Infum who came in. For that person, Openi Donko who come in. That person, Tano Jomo who come in. For that one, that situation, Tigare will come. So it's very, and these are just the tips, because if you go in depth, we are not going to finish, huh? So just to tell you that being nice have to cast across everyone, not only to Africans or Black American, like humanity at large. We need to be respectful to each and every human being. Okay, it was about a little chit chat, but now it's a 40 minutes chit chat. But I hope you enjoyed it and you have learned more about me. So next week I will try to go more in depth into akooooo and give a certain the categories. Okay. So thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay grounded, and highly connected. And I am praying that your ancestors, your guidance will guide you through this week, and you will receive the abundance and the all the blessings that are available, all the doors that need to be open to you this week. Ago! I hope you are good. Stay safe. Love you. And if you haven't done it already, before leaving, please subscribe, my brother, my sister. Waiting at the wait. Subscribe for me. I beg. Thank you, everyone. Love you. Ashe. Bye-bye.